Well, it's been a long time coming, but one of Brisbane's historic watering holes has finally reopened. The Regatta Hotel had a metre of brown water through the front bar last January, but now the beer is flowing again.
Toasting the return of a grand old lady. 16 months after the Brisbane River washed through the front doors, the Regatta Hotel's front bar is back.
It's a 137-year-old building, so it was always going to bounce back one way or another. We were going to make sure that it was resurrected. But
there were tough days for the Toowong landmark. The toughest was January 13 last year.
So, the locals gone under, so we were actually stuck up in the tower there and, couldn't get any beers or anything like that.
And I remember walking into the place and having to sweep it out. Probably around about here it came through.
Just all brown mud.
All brown mud.
It's here in 1965 that Merle Thornton and Rosalie Bogner famously chained themselves to the bar, protesting a ban on women. So, with more than a century of tradition, the revamp had to stay true to the hotel's roots.
Well, it's been a long time between drinks, but it's good to finally have it back up.
David Bone used to pull beers here a decade ago.
For a lot of people around here, where they live in units or the uni students or the residents around here, it can be like their living room.
And like so many living rooms across Brisbane, there are still subtle reminders of the flood.
The Moe bottle that was saved from the floods.
Where did they find that?
It was floating around in the boat shed.
And the next chapter in the Regatta's history is still being written. Construction continues on the boat shed and new courtyard, which are both due for completion late July. Then the resurrection will be complete, and there are plenty in Brisbane who'll drink to that.
Oh, you're right. Cheers.
Max Futcher, 10 News.